I love the music. Don't you love the music? What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nita, your favorite diva, and I am back for Game of Thrones. This is the Revisit the Throne series that I have with my girls, Moochilla Shy. She's here. Are you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, Moochie. She's ready. So we are here in the building. We are here to discuss. This is season 2, episode 6 of Game of Thrones. And it's called The Old Gods and the New. So you guys, this was a busy episode. There was a lot going on. But I just want to play my favorite part.
And now I struck a key.
Well, you know what part was my favorite. We was talking about something like this last night, and I just giggled like a kid. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. You know what it is. And number 2, him getting hit with number 2.
Yeah. I got that too. I just didn't get it in a small clip like that. It's coming, girl. It's coming.
Look, we got doo-doo pies being thrown in this episode and unclean death of a woman.
Absolutely.
I didn't even see up with the doo-doo pies part.
Right.
Oh my God.
Hey, Savannah. How y'all doing?
Hello.
Y'all ready to get into this? Hold on.
I gotta get some water. Hold on.
All right. Here's my favorite part again.
And now I struck a key.
Okay, you guys. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let me stop going crazy. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and get into it. Last episode, y'all remember Theon was on his way with a bright idea to go to Winterfell. And so this is where the episode actually picks up. We pick up where with Theon taking Winterfell. And it was sad to see. It was really sad to see. So he takes Winterfell, and the Maester is sending off the Raven. He's hurrying and scurrying because when somebody comes to rampage the castle, heads gonna roll. It's chaos. It's madness. Is gonna ensue. So it was really, really crazy. He goes up there. He tells Bran that he's taking his castle, and that he's taking his castle, and that you need to yield. So he does that. Bran, he a fighter though. Bran was like, "No, I will never yield. I would never yield to you. We will fight for his castle." But he ended up yielding. I believe he was talking to the Maester that kind of, talked them into yielding because of what Theon was doing. And so on top of that, we have a situation where the people are, rising up. And there's a couple of people that's rising up. They're saying that, we're not, conceding to you. This is Stark, this is, their kingdom or whatever. So push comes to shove. He gets disrespected in the meantime, in between time. He gets disrespected by, you remember the guy with I forget his name, with the little beard, and
Sir Roderick,
right? So he comes in here, and he pretty much, I'm not going to show the graphic part, but this is just the conversation that they had.
Son among them, but not one of them. That was his hostage, taken from a home.
If he were alive to see this.
He's not. He's dead. The 7 kingdoms are at war, and Winterfell is mine.
I should have put a sword in your belly instead of in your hand.
Serve this house faithfully, old man. But keep talking, and I'll... Take him to the cells. Lock him up,
Backwards! cannot let that stand. He must pay.
I'll lock him in a cell until he rots
No.
right.
He has to pay the iron price.
He has to pay the iron price. Miss K, what do you think about that?
I feel like it's unfortunate that that guy is there, his first mate, because if he wasn't there, Theon would have let him live. And you know the thing about it is too is that Theon, he wasn't raised around the Ironborn, so you know everything is not pay the iron price. You know what I mean?
Right.
Obviously, the Starks, they take prisoners, and so you know you saw how it was with what's her name, Osha, and obviously
Right.
he's a ward, and so he was about to do things the Stark way just now, and that guy was like, no, he got to pay the iron price. And I just thought that it was really, really sad that he couldn't give him a clean death. At least.
Right. That was the worst part of it. Like, to me, I felt like that was just worse than just whatever happened. Like,
yeah,
you definitely want to, like, a hard blow that just clean. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he couldn't do that, it still kind of made him look weak.
Exactly. So it didn't make no purpose.
Exactly.
It made him look weak, and it made him look like he was just trying to appease the Ironborn. So yeah, because he could have took a stand right there and been like, "No, I said put him in a cell. That's what I'm doing." You know what I mean? But he didn't do that. So
right, and that was just so unfortunate because, you know, and then Bran was pleading. He said you wouldn't hurt anybody and all this.
Yeah.
It was like really, really sad. And then I remember Osha also too chiming in to Bran saying that this is your vision coming true. This is your vision. So yes, so I remember that part as well.
Yeah. And you know it's funny that I got up to that part in the books and it wasn't even Bran that had the dream. It was oh my gosh, with Jojen.
Oh, Jojen. Who's Jojen?
Jojen Reed. You know Jojen and Mira when they leave. We didn't even meet them yet.
Later. Yeah.
Yeah. So they were in the books. You meet them so much earlier. They actually come to Winterfell in the books. So they don't meet them outside. They're in the in the castle with them already. That's the other boy that was having the visions, right? Yeah. Along with some of Walter Frey's like his grandsons and stuff. They're at the castle with them. So it's a lot of different stuff that they didn't put in there. So yeah, he was the one that had the dream, and they were actually warning people about the dream, and nobody wanted to listen.
See, we got Miss K for the books, y'all.
I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up every week so I can have something different to say. But this is actually pushed past where I'm at, so they didn't even come yet. So I gotta hurry up and read a little more.
Okay, I got you. And the thing is, like, I'm gonna put this up, and
respect you while he lives.
He really looked terrible. He really did.
They'll never respect you while he lives. How would you know?
Right. Poor Brittany. I thought I didn't get all this.
Sir Roderick, I sentence you to death!
No! You said no harm would come to them if I yielded!
The old man couldn't keep his mouth shut!
I urge you not to make a hasty decision.
He disrespected me in front of my men. That was his decision, not mine!
He's worth more to you alive than dead.
Sounds so dumb.
Starks will pay.
Yeah, so he ended up, he went out like a G though. He went out like a soldier.
Absolutely.
He did not yield to him, anything like that. So now we get here, Tywin and Littlefinger. Of course, he's mad because, just a lot going on between Jaime. He still doesn't have Jaime. He's chastising people. People are making moves, and it could cause some harm to come to Jaime because of the positions that they're playing, the moves that they're making. So he was just basically just chastising him about that. But what I found interesting about this particular scene is that Littlefinger definitely recognized Arya.
Yeah.
He was having this little conversation, and he kept on looking at her and kept looking at her. And I said, "Uh-oh." And then you notice every time he would look at her, like his eyes was following her. Like he having a conversation with Tywin, but he's following Arya the whole time. And then he turns around and starts talking about Catelyn, and he'll start talking about the Starks and stuff that's going to trigger her, maybe make her stop in her tracks and stuff like that. So I saw all of that.
She kept trying to not make eye contact, though. She was looking down.
Exactly.
I like the part that she played with this because she made it believable. Like, oh God, if he sees me, I'm dead.
Okay, so what about the whole wasting the wine on Littlefinger? I felt like that would bring more attention to her than not. So what was the meaning behind it?
That was just an accident.
That was an
Her
accident.
nerves.
Oh,
I
she
think
was
she
nervous. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she kept like trying to listen at the same time, and she wasn't really paying attention to what she was doing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. See, y'all be
You got a kettle on?
y'all be breaking it down for me. John's got a girlfriend.
Oh, boo.
You can't stand her. I forgot you said you didn't like this.
Yeah, I didn't like her.
Though. I like her spunkiness.
It was
Right.
shoot, I can't wait. When we get to the part, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about right there.
I know what part you probably talking about, but we'll get
This
there.
was so funny to me. That whole when she was wiggling on him.
I didn't notice I was doing that.
Yeah, she was like, she was.
We need to lie together to keep warm.
That was so funny, and you know he like a virgin or whatever, so you know all of that body movement. He probably was like, "Oh my god!" He probably was like, "Hell!"
You know, folds down.
Oh, it's all coming down. So they are shipping Marcella off, which is the smartest thing to do. Of course, Cersei is acting a plum fool like she always does. She's upset, but what Tyrion is doing is keeping her safe, because you know when something happens, they are ransacking the whole kingdom, the castle, the people, the children. It's a free for all. Whenever power starts, there's a vacuum like that. He did the right thing.
He told Cersei what's the worst that could happen. Her head could be on a spike. She could be the R word. So it's just like, look, we're just gonna do. She's gonna be safe there because it nothing happens over there. So this is the best place for her to go.
Right. Yeah. What you got to say about that, Miss K? You good on that one?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I think that she was overreacting with the whole like, I hope you find someone that loves you, and then you get ripped away from you, all this stuff. I want you to know how that feels, because I feel like I get what she's saying, because you're gonna miss your daughter, but you making it sound like he was being spiteful to you towards it. Like what he's doing, you don't need to repay him about. Like, it's not like, what are you acting so vengeful for? Exactly. That's the part that was annoying to me. Like, you're just doing the most right now.
Right.
Doing the most and being evil.
Yeah.
Exactly. And speaking of being evil, which is a great transition when we see Big Head on the screen.
Yep.
Joffrey is snide. He's real, like, mocking his little brother Tommen, for crying because Marcella is being shipped off, and just all of the chaos of what's going on, and he's just like,
you're
emotional
crying
about
like
it.
a girl.
Right.
Yeah.
And Sansa bust his bubble. What she say? Moochie?
I saw you cry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And she ain't missed no words about it. She said quite a bit. I thought she was gonna kind of
I thought she was gonna bring it back to I saw you cry with my sister.
Exactly. She kept going with it though. I was like, okay. Yeah. Look at his face. The petulant child. Look at that.
Yeah, he's like, is he a prince? Is your brother a prince?
Exactly.
No. Not really relevant then, is it? Oh my gosh, it's not really relevant. Right. Okay, whatever, dummy.
You're a
Let me
butthead.
just play this real quick.
And now I've struck a king.
Love it. You didn't put the you didn't have the part where they smacked him across the face with that doodoo.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
it.
so, you know, look, after what we talked about last night, you know she had to have that.
Doodoo pie.
Miguel, have some doo-doo. Miguel,
Come quickly.
Look, he already know. He sent them away.
have
Like,
some
get
doo-doo
out of here.
to go.
Not doodoo to go.
There you go,
Oh,
King.
violence.
That's what he did.
Find who did that and bring him to me.
Hold on!
Kill them! Kill them all!
Oh man.
I want these people executed.
I
want
want
the
these
same-
people
I mean,
executed.
he sounds ridiculous.
They want the same for you.
He sounds so ridiculous. You're
You on
muted.
mute, Nita?
They actually pulled a person apart. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what in the world kind of strength do you gotta have to do?
True, you don't feed people and don't take care of them. That's what happens.
Right. That,
They turn into
that
savages.
reminded me of something off The Walking Dead. I was like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And look at Tyrion's face though. He was like, oh,
He was like, oh my God.
It's terrible.
yeah. So it was really like it was going down in the Red Keep. So what do we
Can
do?
I
They attacked me.
They threw a cow pie at you, so you decide to kill them all. They're starving, you fool. All because of a war you
You're
started.
talking to a king.
Ow.
And now I'm struck you. Did my hand fall from my wrist? Where is the
Now you gotta wipe the doodoo off your fingers. He gotta wipe the doodoo off his fingers now.
Right, he got a little bit on his face. I mean, on his hand. Oh my goodness! Like I said, the shit was hitting the fan. Poor
Yeah.
Sansa, she got broken off from the group, and these the commoners was chasing her down, getting ready to R her, and yeah, it was
This
a
was so
mess. I know
disgusting.
she was scared out her mind.
Yeah, and look at this guy. Ugh, I was so happy when he showed up and gutted them.
Yes.
Yeah, because they was getting ready to give it to her.
Yeah,
Sure
so
was.
gross.
I'm sure it was. Yes. So, you guys, what do you have to say about that? That was a lot. Like
I like the Hound. The Hound was handling his business. And
Yeah.
Joffrey, I didn't like the way he left Sansa. He didn't even want to go back for her.
Right. And then to take it a step further, we're saying that we need Sansa because of Jaime and the fact that he can't even fathom, he can't even think about that.
Yeah.
That, he's like, he don't care, let her go, let her get whatever. I was like, he gets the douchebag of the episode.
Yeah,
Like,
because he acts, obviously he acts off of emotion and all that stuff, and it's not about what's best for the realm. He don't give a damn about the realm or nothing. The golden douchebag.
That goes to Joffrey.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So yeah, he definitely was just a lot in this particular episode. Like we said, the Hound always seemed like he had like a goodness to him. It was just like it was a hard outer, but his inner was good. So,
He's been sitting back, watching and observing, and he doesn't like the way Joffrey is operating.
Exactly.
But he still has to do his job.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm glad he decided to get up and do whatever. Yes, girl, this is my scene right here. This is partially why I'm late, because I was trying to watch it. I told you tonight's prom night, so I was traveling and everything. I came back late, And
Lord.
I could not keep my eyes on. Wait, this is my scene right here. I gotta watch this before I go anywhere. Girl, go ahead.
So go ahead. You're the perfect person to go ahead and just talk about.
Oh, yeah. So she wants Khaleesi. She wants to go to this guy. I don't ever remember his name for some daggone reason, but he pretty much, she's asking him for the ships, and he's like, wait a minute now, I need my ships because that's my business. I trade. He's kind of sarcastic. The way he talks though. Bring them from here to there. However, I'm not doing it verbatim, but that's just how he is. And so she's like, she lets him know that whatever ships he gives her, she's gonna repay him back when she retakes the Iron Throne. And he's like, retake? Did you
have to have
it? Sit on it before? And she's like, no, my father didn't. Whatever. So he's like, well, if you never sat on it before, then so you know how that is. I'm not here to argue grandma and all this stuff. And she tells him that she's no ordinary woman. When she dreams stuff, it comes true. And the whole fire situation, I went into the fire, I came out, they thought I was a mad woman and I was unburnt and all this. And he said, I'm sorry, but I can't make an investment, because he was asking her, like, do you have allies? No. Do you have, what was the first thing he asked her? When was the last time you were there? Like, everything was no. Like, you know what I'm saying?
When I was a baby.
And she, to be honest, she is talking about when she was a baby. To be honest, she never was in King's Landing before, because she was born in Storm's End.
Right.
During all that, when all of that happened.
Yeah, when all that did happen.
The crazy thing is she never been in King's Landing before. So
this guy, his name is the Spice King. He's the Spice King.
Okay, right, the Spice King, because they never, I know, feel like they never say his name. Right. And so, she starts saying, he said, I'm sorry, I can't, making investments on wishes and dreams. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? I totally get it.
Right.
And, she starts going into her tantrum. Remember how I said I talked about her in this season? She kind of got on my nerves because she was the tantrum queen. Oh, I'm Khaleesi. I am, what of Ovalaria, whatever, start spitting all that stupid.
Mother of dragon.
Yeah, I will take it with fire and blood. I will take it. And he said, yes, my lady, but not with my ships. I was like, yes, you had to give it to her real quick, honey.
I said, oh my God, she got the biggest piece of humble pie I have ever seen. I mean, really, like he was cutting her down.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think all of it was good lessons.
Yes.
I think is everything that he said, she took in, she understood what was going on. And being a businessman, I need a return on my investment.
Right.
So we not doing no business, okay?
Right. I don't know you like that. You over here talking about you got dreams that come true. Sorry, that's not how my business works. That's not how you see all this gold on me in this palace that I'm in and all of these servants. It was not no daggone wishes and dreams, honey. And IOUs.
Exactly. That's not what we doing over here. And he let her know. And I was like, ooh, girl.
Yeah,
I said, pick your face up off the floor.
Right, you are throwing your name around. That name doesn't even mean anything anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't. Poor Khaleesi.
Oh,
so Arya's next name. Who wants to talk about this one?
Hey, Amory Lodge.
This is basically when Tywin was reading this letter, he had a letter that he got and he put it down. He called Arya, kind of reading and talking about, who taught you how to read, and she told him this fallacy.
Right.
And then he told her the story about teaching Jamie how to read. And I thought that was a cute little story to add in there.
Right.
And so she turns around and gets caught with the letter because she takes it. She gets caught with it because she saw Rob, her brother's name on there. So she wanted to grab it and she was trying to head off with it. The dude caught her. And then next thing you know, she runs into
Amory Lodge. Is that him, Amory? Or jacking? You talking about jacking a car?
Jacking, yeah. She
Jacking.
runs into him. And what I thought was so funny about this particular scene is that she was like, I need it now. He was like, look, you can't be telling me
it don't work like that. Yeah.
I didn't catch the face that he made, but it was so funny. It was a funny, like a little smirk, a little, like he like her, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it for her or whatever. So, because she was in trouble.
Right.
But yeah, it was a good thing she found him, because Lord,
I know, because she
right
spent
on
that
time,
other guy around, and it wasn't him.
Yeah, it was him. Right.
And that guy couldn't read anyway. When he was trying to figure out what it was, he couldn't read that paper anyway that she had. Because remember, he couldn't. They were saying he couldn't really read.
Oh, right. Hey, everybody in the chat, I see y'all. I'm sorry, I'm just so busy trying to do the.
Yeah, my son let me know he got prom king.
Really?
Hey,
wow!
dude.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
He did look quite dapper.
Yeah, thank you.
I love it.
Thanks.
So, what? One thing about this, like whenever Rob comes on the scene, I love his theme music. It's just something that kind of warms me, and it feels like Game of Thrones. It feels like that's like really what it's about. Like the movie is about the Starks, even though it feels like it could be about the Targaryens, but I guess their theme is just so heartfelt, and so it's just something about their theme. Like when he comes on, it sounds noble, it sounds honorable, and so it just makes him look like a good guy. So I just really, really love the music, his theme music when he comes on. Of course, what gets his little eye is Miss Talisa. Of course, and he's sitting up there giving his best Billy D. Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cat,
Cat.
Mother, oh my bad. And she quickly sees the sparks, and she was like, I'm sorry, you inherited your father's problems and all of his stuff, and your promise to another and all that stuff. So she saw it. She's like, I wish you could follow your heart, but you cannot.
Right. She see it already.
Right. So then he gets his next obstacle. I hope I spelled that right. I think I did. His next obstacle, he gets the Raven, because the Ravens have gone out about Theon taking Winterfell. And he wants to go back. He's like, I gotta go back north to, protect the castle, protect everything. So he's going back. And what he said, he wants to go back, but this is a very big but. This guy right here, the worst thing that he could have done, Bolton, Roose Bolton said, let me get my bastard. Let me help you do this. And as you know, that is foreshadowing for the worst decision that could have ever been made.
Yeah,
in this whole thing. Because Roose's bastard is not for the faint of heart, because he is a monster.
He's off his rocker, that dude.
Yes.
He's a monster.
He is a monster for real. And so I cannot wait till we get into it. Like when we get into Roose, it's gonna be so good. So then, of course, Theon is always, his little head is always, that's all you see.
Yeah. All he thinks about is the cookie.
That's it.
Give me that cookie.
He the cookie monster. Lord have mercy. I was like, he has to have a little bit more wits about him, because of course, yes, women do have feminine wiles and we can do that too, but he is so just willy-nilly with it. Like, it's just, he's just awful with it. And she ended up doing what she needed to do, and she went to save the Stark kids.
Brandon up, yeah.
Yeah, so she left. She put
She
him to
rocked him to
bed.
sleep.
She did all that, and she did what she had to do. She had to go get Hodor and Bran and Rickon because like the whole thing, the castle is coming down, and the only thing that was like holding Theon off from doing bad things to the Bran and all them is that he grew up with them. So but either way, he had somebody in his ear to have him do bad things, so you just couldn't trust it. So it was best to just get up out of there.
Exactly.
Right. What you Moochie, got anything to add about that?
I just with this, I'm glad she turned out to be a good person.
Yeah.
I was glad she turned out to be a good person, and she was very smart, and she still was using her wildling ways.
Right.
The way she took out the guard. So
that was a good one too.
I'm to make the rounds.
Well, she had all of them hook, line, and sinker. So it was
she kissed him and just put him to sleep.
See, Theon says I'm to make the rounds. Yep. So yeah. Oh, she said, I ain't letting it drown me. Remember when they first came and said, it's your dream, little lord. I ain't letting it drown me. So it almost made it seem like she wasn't even like, I'm going to do what I can to survive,
Yeah, because he was like, you traitor. That's how he wanted to say, but he didn't even know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I'm glad she didn't tell him.
Yeah. No, can't tell.
Of course not, yeah. So then this feels like a quick episode. So anyway, we get to the last scene, and Khaleesi comes, and her handmaiden is dead. Now I know she had two of them. I only saw one of them on the floor.
Doria.
Yeah, do y'all know what happened to the other one?
Yeah, she's in the bed with the guy with Zarandoxis.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay. And so yes, she was in a panic, and she goes upstairs and where are my dragons?
Where are my dragons?
Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry. I went ahead.
Look, I'm glad you did it.
Oh man. No, but this is different. Nita doesn't care like the way I was, because she wanted to. Remember, Nita wanted to do this in the first daggone place.
Yeah, I did.
So she don't care like that.
Yeah, I'm cool with it, because most of the time people don't even follow it. They're not gonna remember it or whatever.
Yeah. So. I forgot. I'm thinking that it's in the same episode, but when you asked, I wasn't sure. Like, how did she miss that? But that's because it's not in the episode.
I ain't get there yet.
My bad.
Yeah, no, it's all good. But that was a quick episode, you guys.
It was.
A lot of the thing is that we didn't go to a lot of places. I think I kind of collapsed them all, like all the stuff that happened in King's Landing and everything that happened with with Jon. It was just or whatever.
You didn't talk about him with Corin Halfhand, right?
No, I didn't. Go ahead and talk about that, because I didn't. I thought it was a nothing burger. So what do you think about
it's. I mean, I could see why we would say it's nothing, but because of what's to come, it's kind of like a little important kind of conversation, because Jon has to make a decision, and he starts to admire this guy. So when they're having a conversation, and he's trying to school him to to the ways of the wildlings, how they are. Like when he found her, when he found Ygritte, he said, "You give her half a chance, she'll bury that daggone axe right in your freaking skull." You know what I'm saying? And then before they found her, he was saying, talking about the Night's Watch and giving your life for it and stuff like that. And Jon, he's just, I want to just be a ranger. I'll be glad to give my life for the Night Watch. And he's like, I don't want you to be glad about it. You know what I'm saying? I want you to freaking kick and scream and things like that, because the thing about it is this is not no walk in the park for us. This is a sacrifice that we are out here sacrificing our lives, risking our lives so that high lords and ladies could sleep well at night, and they're not even gonna know your freaking name.
Right.
So don't be out here thinking it's just a walk in the park or it's a piece of cake. It's not. Treat it, give it
the respect
the respect, exactly. Give it the respect that is due. Ain't no I'll be happy to do it. No, this is roughing it. Shoot.
Yep.
Right.
So that was kind of like
he was like, those are just words we say.
Right.
He said, but I took my vows. He said, those are just words we say to help us get through the night.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a lesson for him that, and it's one of those things with John along the way, how different men that he met, it kind of helped shape who he eventually became. You know what I'm saying? So Corin Halfhand in that whole conversation, that's pretty much going to be one of the only conversations that they have, but it's one of the conversations that helps, bring about who, it helps shape John. Remember, Ned's not in his life. Ned really, really shaped John. He that's the core of him, right? But then you meet all these different men along the way, and they help John's thinking. They help him to see things differently and stuff like that. So yeah, once we get to that whole situation, we're gonna have to go back a little bit to this conversation.
That's what I'm about to say. I'm actually, when we get off of here, I'm gonna go back and just make sure I heard what I needed to hear or whatever. So so I appreciate that. See, that's why we are here collaborating, doing the, everybody touching on everything. What you got, Moochie?
I got with this whole scene, you had him dropping gems on him to let him know that, okay, you took your oath, you took your vow. Like I said before, it's just words. And I'm glad that he told him to be careful with the wildling, because he was ready. He didn't want to kill her. And he was like, she'll kill you if she gets the chance.
Yes,
because he was just like, she's a woman, she's a girl. He's like, no, she's a wildling.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Another thing I want to add to this is remember. So I hope that when we get to this, I don't know if it's the next episode or 2 episodes after this, he said he asked Ygritte, I'm talking about Corin Halfhand, he asked Ygritte, what would they do to me? And she said they'll take your head off your shoulders if they were feeling kind, but if not, they'll kill you slow. So that's something very important that he took that to heart. So he pretty much knows that if he gets captured, he knows exactly what they're gonna do to him.
Right.
And that makes him that helps a decision that he's gonna have to make later on, is all I'll say.
Okay.
Yes, that. Yes.
All right, you guys. So I guess we can get down to rating the episode. What do you give the episode?
This episode,
I really like it.
I want to say a 10 just because Joffrey got hit with
the
number
whole
2.
Yeah, right. It's pretty up there. Yeah,
just because Joffrey got hit with number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm gonna give
Then he got the 5 fingers too.
Yeah, he got the 5 fingers to the face, and he got hit with the poo. Y'all know I was gonna be laughing at this. Y'all know how I am. You know how I was last night. You're gonna ask me what was my favorite part. You knew what it was. You know what it is.
Right. What about you, Miss K? What you giving it?
Yeah, I'll probably give it I'll say a 9.5.
Yeah, I give it a 9 too.
Yeah.
When you said 9.5,
yeah,
a 9 for me.
Yeah.
But it was really, really good because it was going down. I was like, ooh, it was just a lot going on. The part with John, it didn't impact me as much. That's why I'm gonna go back and rewatch it. Maybe it was something, maybe my attention kind of got off, but for some reason, I don't know. When I saw Ygritte, I was just like, I already know what that's about. And I might have tuned it out, but I'm going to go back and tune back in.
Right.
Okay. Anybody have an MVP? giving the MVP to somebody?
I give it to the Hound.
Yes, the Hound.
I'll give it to the Hound.
I'm giving it to Tyrion.
Oh, for the slap?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Need that. To slap. I'm talking about because you slapping the king, honey. Bow! Did my hand fall off?
Right.
And I just slapped the king. Did my hand fall off? Listen, if you go back and watch that, Peter
That's the
Dinklage.
third time he smacked him, yo.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage. The acting is really great from him because you could see like he looks so. It just seems so real with how irritated he is and the circumstances surrounding everything. You could see that it just looks so. That's why I love it. That's why I say I'll give him the MVP because he just seems so like wrapped up in that moment.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm trying to move on past what you're saying, but I still hear you, and he was still responding to him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, right. I'm trying to walk over and you know you owe him a lot, right? And he tried to walk away. You can't talk to me. I will and I can. He tried to walk away again. He said something, bow. And I slapped again.
It was good. It was good.
It was like he kept trying to walk away. And that was almost like why he slapped him too, because it's like I just had enough. It's like just I'm telling y'all, go back and just watch that scene, just dissect the crap out of that whole
scene. And then he didn't want to save Sansa.
Right, he just looked at her like I don't care about her.
Yeah. Like that whole sequence was like my favorite part.
Uncle. He still didn't care.
Nope.
And low key, his father. I mean, I think he should know by now because they call him a bastard in the streets. So
they call him a bastard. They say he don't deserve the throne. Like he's not the rightful king.
Exactly.
All of that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how did that get out? Where the whole town knows.
That's what I want. But you know, it's just like the rumors, just like the whole thing with Loras and Tyrell. Everybody, I mean Loras and Renly, everybody knew.
Yeah.
Renly over here trying to act like it's a big secret. No, they know.
Everybody know, y'all.
Yeah.
Everybody know. Everybody. Literally everybody. Remember the fart scene? The fart that was like in the last thing with Renly and that guy. They were talking about it, and he was like, you know, Renly been stabbing Renly been stabbing him all this time, and he ain't dead. Or he's been stabbing Renly, and he ain't dead, or something like that. So he can't be a good fighter. So those are Lannister. I mean, those are Lannister men, and they knew about it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows.
Yes. Right. And I think somebody was responsible for putting it out there. And once it got out there, it just swarmed around the whole, you know, because that type of scandal, that is a scandal. So yeah, I forget.
It had to come out after
somebody put it out.
It had to come out after Ned Stark got killed.
What?
Yeah, he was executed about the
because then Stannis, he made sure it went to every corner.
It was Stannis.
Yeah.
Stannis put it out there. Yeah. That's who it was. That's why I was like, I know somebody put it out there because I remember. So
that's right. When he was I remember now.
Yeah, he was trying to increase his claim to the throne. So he needed that information to get out there so he could kind of, you know, knock him off a peg or two or something like that. So yes,
he was like, I'm not gonna make the same mistake that Ned made and send it to one person. I need you to send it to every corner.
Everybody.
Every corner of the realm.
Exactly. Yes, you guys. So I guess does anybody have a rant? I like the little segment that Brillo has in his thing, and he kind of goes in on a rant. If anybody gets a rant for this episode, would anybody like to rant on?
I already gave it to what's the name? I don't know if I can rant on now.
Joffrey.
No, Khaleesi.
No, it's Khaleesi. Yeah, like girl, you get it together, baby. You got a lot to learn.
I would, if I had I would give it to Joffrey. Look, you are a selfish son of a gun. You
That part.
bothering this girl. You keep tormenting Sansa. And to me, I feel like she got what she deserved anyway. Sometimes I'll be thinking, but now I'll be like, all right, you need to let
I
her.
know. I thought, you know, so
I feel like
much
in the beginning,
stuff
I feel like
started
she got what
happening.
she deserved, especially, you know. But then I'll be
Yeah.
like, all right, maybe it's too much. You know how you
Yeah,
feel
that's what I'm
sorry
about
for
to
somebody
say.
after?
Exactly. Because it has started to be too much. And then of
Exactly.
course, you know, it shifts you into like, okay, I think she paid for it enough.
Yeah, that's how I am at this point
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Oh man, it's hilarious, baby. That's hilarious.
Yes. And I guess my rant is gonna be for was it those warlocks that probably stole the dragons?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see the girl's lips?
blue lips.
Yeah.
Oh, the girl that was on the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's your clue.
Okay. See how that's how my girls do, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe
Look,
to everybody.
that's your clue.
Subscribe to
That's
Moochie's
your
channel.
clue.
Subscribe to Rewind That with Miss K.
Ew.
And remember, you guys, even though Lamont didn't have the 9 o'clock thing, 10 o'clock is just gonna maybe work a little better for us
Yeah.
going forward. So we're gonna do the 10 o'clock slot. I see that there are less people, but make sure I put announcements out to let people know that we're gonna be on at 10 o'clock discussing
Definitely.
Game of Thrones. So I do appreciate the people that came through. Brillo, Teddy Hive, Genia Brown.
Yes.
Damian Robinson.
Damien, yes.
Damian Robinson in the building as usual. Thank you.
Yes, we do appreciate
Savannah.
so much.
Love to love you, hon.
Yes, ma'am. Pretty Girl Loves Trap, of course. So yes, you guys, make sure you subscribe, put your notifications on. But what are we doing on our channels? What are we doing, y'all?
What am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
I dropped my video of 61st Street. I couldn't even get it out.
Okay.
I got We Own the City coming. We of course we're going live tomorrow with Winning Time at 8 p.m.
Okay.
And I'm also will be on Miss K's channel Sunday, and she's gonna take the first half of We Own the City, and then from there on we'll be doing Monday nights of first look.
Yes, because we're gonna talk about episode 1, and then you're gonna talk about episode 2, right? And from then on, the first look, right after, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. It comes on Mondays.
Yes,
but we're gonna do something
So
8
y'all gonna get
p.m.
on around 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, I'm gonna do something at 10 p.m. on Monday.
Okay.
All right.
All right. What about you, Miss K?
I'm working. I gotta work on my. I'm actually just not even rushing nothing because I don't feel so good. So, trying to get myself together. So I know I have Atlanta to look forward to, guys, and We Own the City. And like we said, Moochie said the live is coming for that. So I'm not even sure if I think I'm just gonna wait for the live to do that as my first one instead of trying to do a video. And you know what I mean? And then after that, I'll do the recap videos, whatever. Okay. But for right now, I gotta take it easy. Okay.
So
drink
some tea and lay your behind down. Unless you gotta pick up the kid.
No, I'm gonna make drinks some tea, like you said, lay my behind down.
Yeah.
Oh wait, though, guess what I got? And I gotta have some. It's getting late, but I do gotta have some. I got some banana pudding made by what's her name? Patty LaBelle.
She makes banana pudding now? I sound like a real fat girl.
She had it for a while, girl. I mean,
I had the sweet potato pie.
Yeah,
I love the potato pie.
You want to take a trip
But that banana pudding one, girl, yes, honey. I be having to walk away. Like,
I didn't know.
Yes, it's very good.
Look, I might take a trip to Walmart tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes, mamacita. Y'all better get it.
Yeah.
Well, all righty.
All right,
Nita, what you got going on? You ain't
Yeah, I
say
was
what
gonna
you
ask
got
you,
going
baby.
on.
I
What you
do have
doing?
Real Housewives of Atlanta coming up. Me and Pretty Girl Loves Trap are doing a collaboration doing Real Housewives of Atlanta, and our live shows will be Monday at 9:15.
Awesome.
So yeah, so we'll be doing that, and of course we'll be checking Moochie out right afterwards. And we have something special coming. It's already pre-recorded. It's going up on Sunday, so make sure you check that out. It's coming out around the same time. Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming out, so that's going to be like a little intro to it. So I'm excited about that,
nice.
and so it's going to be fun.
Another thing. Sorry, I want to add. I forgot. Some people that have been following me, they know that I've done reality shows. The only reality shows that I stuck to were the Loved Ones, which was Marriage Boot Camp and Put a Ring on It. So I didn't know that they came back out, and they're kind of far. That they're probably, I don't know if the ring ceremony is coming up. If the ring ceremony is coming up for Marriage Boot Camp, I will drop the video for that final episode. But I want to catch up on Put a Ring on It so I could, finish out the season with those videos, just to let y'all know. Those are my only, my little dibble and dabble of the reality shows, because I used to do them like Love and Hip Hop New York and Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I stopped. So
right,
because I like to talk about relationships, so that's why I kept those.
Right, exactly. I love talking about relationships. So
yeah,
of course you guys already know I do the Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm doing that with Monique, but I'll have a regular recap on my channel this week, because we'll be going live on her channel. So make sure y'all collaborate. All of our collaborators, make sure you subscribe to them. Make sure you put your notifications on so you don't miss our content that's coming out. So we got Love and Marriage Huntsville, we got Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we're going to be doing Real Housewives of Potomac when it comes out. But those are the only two I think that we're going to do.
nice.
Right? So yeah, that's it. And then also too, y'all, I was busy. I'm still doing the mental health thing. I had a thing going on where my smoke detector kept on ringing, and it didn't get fixed until like yesterday. So
yeah.
So I couldn't do the mental health thing, but I am going to do the mental health live.
Oh, that's what I was trying to do, one of those too, because I know people wanted to do one since my birthday. Yeah. Since my birthday thing, I was trying to figure out how we could do one, but I wanted it to be a little more private. So that people can kind of share their stories. But yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
You could have people hit you up on Instagram, and then you just do a private thing and maybe have it that way.
Do something like that. Yeah. True. Yeah. All right, we'll see.
It was a huge recommendation. Everybody wanted to talk more about mental health and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I'm totally open to it. I'm totally transparent and ready to create a safe space so we can discuss the issues. Exactly. No judgment, and just talk, work some things out, heal.
Oh yes,
stuff. So yeah,
absolutely, honey. Yes.
All right.
So that's it for us. You guys, see you next week.
See you guys
later.